Hi friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So today we'll have a discussion on one more case study which is of the gambling tendencies. You know, in today's day and age, there is nothing wrong in having multiple source of income or investing your money in different ventures and broadening your horizon. But the main problem comes when the reason behind all these investments would remain to be lack of planning and too much of greed. So how can we just see those people via the perspective of palmistry? Because the thing is, the constitution of your hand, the structure of your hand tells a lot about your attitude towards money, your money management skills, your attitude towards finances. That can easily be determined just by looking at the and scrutinization of your hand. So I'm going to divide this analysis in three parts. In first part, we are going to look at the different kinds of personality and we're going to understand their attitude towards money and finances. In the second part, we are going to discuss the archetype signs of the gambling, and in the third part, all those people who indulge into gambling have the tendency to get into gambling, but what remain to be the outcome of their all these tendencies, whether they remain to be lucky or they remain to always bear losses, because that can easily be determined by studying the palm in detail. Like how would remain to be the luck factor. So let's begin. Like the way I always start my analysis, you need to first look at the hand from the broader perspective, the structure of the hand. Then we look at the fingers, and then lastly we come and get into the scrutinization of the lines. So to begin with, the first is the different structure of the hand. So on the basis of elements, hand can be classified into four kinds. First would remain to be the earth shape of the hand. So how can we just get to know whether this hand is of earth shape or not? So that can be determined by checking the condition and the structure of the palm along with the length of the fingers. So palm shape and length of fingers. So for a hand to be of earth shape, the condition is that the palm shape would remain to be square in shape. So when I say square, it means the broadness of the palm and the length of the palm would remain to be of equal shape. So length from here till here, and that is the length and this is the broadness, would remain to be equal in shape. So palm shape would remain to be square and the length of the fingers would remain to be short. So when I say short, it has nothing to do with your overall height. It means that the broadness of the palm and the length of the middle finger. So the broadness of the palm would remain to be longer compared to the length of the middle finger. So let's say if the broadness of the palm is 5 centimeter and the length of the middle finger is 4 centimeter, then we can say that in this hand the fingers are of short length. So these kind of people are those who just want to earn money via hard work. All those typical arts type people who just want to save, some amount of money and separate it and put it into their bank, stash it into their banks. So these are those people who want to earn money via hard work and they just want to make little bit of saving kept aside every month from their whole income. So that remains to be the arts type quality of the earth shape of hand. Then second would remain to be the air hand. So the condition of a hand to be of air shape is that the palm shape would remain to be square, but the length of the fingers would turn out to be the long. Which means that the length of the middle finger would remain to be longer than the broadness of the palm. So in terms of finances, in terms of making money, these are the most savvy and the most lucky people, because air kind of people have got very good knack when it comes to business, when it comes to any kind of intellectual business, and these people are those who have a very normal flair towards understanding the trends in the market. So what is happening in the stock exchange, what is happening in the market, which all stocks to buy, where to invest, these people would remain to be very savvy in that. And the best part is they do proper contemplation, they do proper thought into any of their investment. So air kind of hand would remain to be very lucky in those kinds. Next, the next shape is of fire shape. The condition for a hand to be of fire shape is that the palm shape would remain to be rectangular in shape and the length of the fingers would remain to be short, which means that the the length of the palm would remain to be longer compared to the broadness of the palm. And when I say length of the fingers to be short, which means that the broadness of the palm would remain to be longer and more compared to the length of the middle finger. So, you know, like the way we are having a discussion on the gambling tendency. So this is the kind of hand which is most vulnerable towards falling prey to easy returns, you know, all those people who get trapped into Ponzi schemes and wrong kind of investments. So these are those kind of people, because the thing is, these people are like so assertive, so aggressive and so go-getter that they do not even give proper thought into that what kind of investment they are getting into. They just remain too much concerned about easy returns and good returns. So I won't say that that all the time they tend to remain suffer losses, but majority of the times, because of their too much of foolhardiness, too much of impulsiveness, they remain to be on the radar of enduring losses. Although when I say that, it just one structure of the hand never determines the whole picture. The lines of the hand, the markings on the hand, they also remain to be the basic modifier. But as our discussion is on the gambling tendencies, and step by step we are proceeding towards the final conclusion. So fire shape of hand would remain to be most vulnerable. Next kind is of the water hand. So for the condition for a hand to be of water shape is that the palm shape would remain to be rectangular and the length of the fingers would remain to be long. So, you know, these are those kind of people who, rather than you know, investing into business, investing into money, they would want to have they on their soul level, they want to enrich their soul level more as compared to making money and having good flair in, you know, on commerce and trade. And you know, the best part about these people is that if these people get into any kind of the creative business, so these people would have more success than compared to any other counterparts, and then compared to any other kind of the structure of the hand which we have just discussed. So water shape of hand would not take much interest. A person having a water shape of hand wouldn't take much interest in investing money and having too much of multiple source of income. Rather, he would remain to be more concerned about developing his his intuitiveness, his soul level and his internal grooming as compared to the other shape of the hands. So now we have discussed the shape of the hand, and we have also discussed their tendencies towards finances and monetary dealings. Now coming to the part of having a discussion on the length of the fingers, because our length of the fingers, the condition of the fingers also tell a lot about our finances and our attitude towards money and how to invest money. So any point of time you'll find this middle finger. You know, middle finger tells about our wisdom, our knowledge, also about, you know, our job, our daily, you know, ups and downs in making money, in earning money. So any point of time you'll find this middle finger to be short in length. This indicates that this person is very irresponsible, and this person is not very trustworthy in compared to the or in any of the finance related matters. Now coming to the index finger, any point of time you'll find the index finger to be straight, because the length of the finger also tells a lot about someone's personality, as well as whether the finger is straight, it is bent or it is crooked. That also tells a lot about someone's thinking pattern. So any point of time you'll find the index finger to be straight in length. This tells about that someone who has got, you know, who works in any kind of his financial dealings with full of integrity. And let's say any point of time you'll find this index finger to be bent little bit towards the thumb. So when I say bent, it means that, you know, even when you keep your hand normal, upright, straight like this, you will find this finger to be bent towards this. So these are those people who would remain to be very adventurer. Even in terms of, you know, investing their money, they would take too much of risk. They won't even hesitate or feel shy in investing their money or, you know, exploring different of the monetary options available. Now if you'll find this index finger to be little bit curved towards the middle finger, then this would make this person very cautious in any of his monetary dealings or in any of his investment. And lastly, if you'll find these two fingers closely held together, the index finger and the middle finger, then this would just make this person very, it's like very penny pinching and very, you know, very too much of, someone like that personality who would remain very contemplative, who would not be very foolhardy, who would not just get swayed away by the trends in the market. He would remain to be very concerned, and he would give too much of thought before investing his money into any of the venture. Now coming to the part, now we have reached the second part of our this analysis, where we are going to discuss the archetype signs of gambling tendencies. So what is written in all our books of palmistry and what has also been found true in the research across multitude of the hands is, any point of time you will find this ring finger to be longer in length, and when I say longer, it means to the extent of reaching the total height and length of the middle finger. So this would indicate that this person has got heightened tendency towards speculation. So the first condition is, you will find the length of the ring finger to be excessively long. The explanation to this is that because our ring finger tells about our risk taking ability, and any point of time you will just find this index finger to be excessively longer. This just increases someone's capacity to take risk, and this person would not even hesitate even putting all of his saved money into any of investment scheme. So that remains to be one sign to look at. Then other signs are that if you will not find the knots on the edges of the fingers, because like the way I've been saying this thing in all my videos, the little bit of bumps on the sides of the fingers, which we also know as call as knots, they make someone very contemplative. These knots make someone very analytical in their approach. But if you find length of the ring finger to be of this much of length along with the absence of the knots, so the fingers would remain to be smooth. So this would just make this person too much of like impulsive and too much of like someone who just out of all the whims and get swayed by the greed and not even hesitate even putting all of his money into any of the scheme. And along with that, the other signs to look at is the condition of the headline. Headline tells about our logical ability. Headline tells about how we comprehend things. So any point of time you'll find the headline to be long and at the end curving on the mount of the moon. So this would also make this person too much of imaginative. Rather than having a practical approach in his financial matters, he would just remain to be too imaginative and too daydreamer, which is also a negative sign with this much of length of the ring finger. So that's one more alarming sign to look at. And the another sign is the condition of the plane of the Mars and the condition of the mount of Mercury. Why I say that? Because the mount of the Mars and the plane of the Mars just, no matter how much is the adversity and how much are the negative traits infused in our personality, but the mount of the Mars, plane of the Mars gives us necessary discipline to counter all those afflictions. So any point of time you'll find these mount of Mars to be protruded, to be risen, to be very prominent in someone's hand, and along with that there are some kind of afflictions, sign of affliction on the mount of the Mars, plane of the Mars along with the mount of the Mercury. So this would remain to be a very negative sign in someone who has the tendency to speculate a lot. Why I say mount of Mercury? Because mount of Mercury represents three things in palmistry. First remains to be your communication, second remains to be your business intelligence, and your sexuality. So any point of time you will, with this length of finger, of ring finger, a headline deeply curved down on the mount of the moon, and the presence of negative signs, let's say like sign of cross on the mount of Mercury, or sign of grill on the plane of the Mars, or the inner Mars or the outer Mars, would just make someone very vulnerable towards facing losses. So that remains to be another sign to look at if you want to know someone has the gambling tendencies or not. And lastly, the last thing which we need to know is that any point of time, let's say someone who has the ability to speculate, who has the inclination towards indulging into gambling. So what we can do is we need to check the condition of the major lines at that point of time, whether all of his tendencies is going to reap him benefits, are going to reap him and give him good returns, or he is just going to end up facing too much of the losses. So any point of time, this is our fate line, and this is our fate line, and this is our sun line. So any point of time you will find the formation of the islands, or let's say or the formation of the cross on the fate line or on the sun line. You need to time those lines. How can we time those lines? Let's say the point where the fate line touches the headline is known as can be seen as the 35 years of age. So you need to time the lines, and at that point of time, if you are finding any sign of affliction or sign to remain very cautious about on the lines, so that you need to properly counsel that person that at this time you are maximum vulnerable towards facing losses. So this is how analysis is done. I hope I made myself very clear on this video. For further more updates and notifications on palmistry, please subscribe my channel and like my Facebook page. Thanks.